The moment you extract your shot of espresso and it goes above 30 seconds, just like this one we just brewed, this espresso here is very bitter, and I'm going to be showing you how you can fix it. The reason behind the bitterness of our shot of espresso is because of over extraction, and this simply means that the hot water from your espresso machine is finding it hard to go through your fine coffee grinds. The moment you extract your shot of espresso and it goes above 30 seconds, that means you're going to extract more of the bitterness into your shot of espresso. Think of it like this. When you're extracting your shot of espresso, the first stage you extract the acidity, the second stage you extract the sweetness, and the third stage you'll extract the bitterness. So if you're having a long contact time, that means you're going to extract more of the bitterness into your shot of espresso. One of the most important things that we are going to be considering throughout this video is the espresso brew time. The moment you extract your shot of espresso and it goes above 30 seconds, that shot of espresso is over extracted. So my main goal for this video is to help you know how you can reduce on that resistance, which shouldn't be a very big issue if you know what you're doing wrong and how you can fix it. I'm going to be showing you each common mistake and a quick fix that will elevate your shot of espresso and help you have that amazing cup of coffee. Starting with mistake number one, which is putting in too much coffee in your pot filter. Inside the pot filter, we have the pot filter basket. So this basket I'm using, it has a capacity of 20 grams. If you add 23 or 24 grams inside this 20 basket, you're going to create more resistance while you're extracting your shot of espresso. And for us to fix this common mistake is to use the right amount of coffee as per the size of the basket. Since this basket is 20 grams, I'll grind 20 grams as my dose for my shot of espresso. And I'll weigh it using a weighing scale to ensure that I am having exactly 20 grams as my dose of grinded coffee. I'll then prepare my coffee pack. I'll distribute, evenly tamp, and now I'll extract my shot of espresso. So whenever I'm extracting my shot of espresso, I'm setting a timer, and that timer starts immediately when I press the extraction button. By using the right amount of coffee as per the size of basket, this is going to give you a quick start of making your shot of espresso. And now, after knowing that we are having the right amount of coffee in our basket, but still we are not having a good extraction, this means this shot of espresso is over extracted. And this is going to lead us to mistake number two that might be preventing you from having the ideal extraction of your shot of espresso. And this is the most common one. It's going to be the grind size. So for my shot of espresso that I just made, I used grind size 13, meaning you're using very small coffee particles. Those small coffee particles will create a lot of resistance, not allowing water to evenly go through your coffee to extract the right amount of coffee flavors in your shot of espresso. For me to fix this grind size, I'm going to be increasing it, making the particles more big. So you need to make small adjustments. From 13, you can try adjusting to grind size 15. After adjusting our grind size to grind size 15, let's grind small amount of coffee, throw it, then grind our 20 amount of coffee, distribute, tamp it very well, extract our shot of espresso. My shot of espresso has finished extracting on 35 seconds. This means I'll still need to increase my grind size until grind size 18. Then this grind size 18, I'm going to extract the next shot of espresso and see if I end up with the ideal extraction time for my shot of espresso. After adjusting your grind size, you need to grind small amount like 5 grams of coffee to clear out any coffee that is stuck in the coffee bars, so that when you grind your next dose, you're having the exact adjustment that you've done with your coffee grinder. We'll start now grinding our 20 grams of coffee. So now we'll extract our shot of espresso to see if we end up in our ideal time range of our shot. Now, this is my ideal extraction of my shot of espresso. Using grind size 18, I have been able to extract my standard shot of espresso on a time of 27 seconds. If you test this shot of espresso, it's going to be more balanced and more flavorful. Yes, now this is a well extracted shot of espresso. But a very important thing whenever you're trying to adjust your coffee grind size, you need to make small adjustment at a time. Try extracting your shot of espresso. See what's the brew time. You need to ensure that your espresso finishes extracting between 20 to 30 seconds. This is our ideal time range for our shot of espresso. Mastering your grind size is one of the important things that will help you fix this bitterness in our shot of espresso. Sometimes you might fix these two mistakes but still fail to have a good tasting shot of espresso. And the problem, which is using poor quality of coffee beans. Remember that the flavors that we are getting in our shot of espresso, 80% depend on the type of coffee beans that you're using. So if you're using poor quality coffee beans which were not picked well from the farm, these coffee beans, when they roast them, they will automatically taste bitterness because they have defects. That's one mistake. If not, you're using extremely dark roasted coffee beans. Some of the dark roasted coffee beans will tend to taste bitter because when they roast a coffee on the extremely dark side, you end up burning that coffee and highlighting the bitter compounds of that coffee bean. Even if you're using each and everything in the right way, because of the coffee bean that you're using, if it is of a poor quality or if it's roasted extremely dark, that coffee bean is going to lead to bitterness in your shot of espresso. This doesn't mean that every dark roasted coffee is going to taste very bitter. If you find the good quality of dark roasted coffee beans which have been properly roasted by a professional, that dark roasted coffee is going to taste very well, similar to something like a dark chocolate. So my advice to you, if you want to choose the right coffee beans, make sure that you buy coffee beans from your local roaster or in some coffee shops that sell coffee beans. You'll be able to choose the right coffee beans. You also have baristas or coffee roasters that will help you guide you on making a good shot of espresso using those coffee beans. On top of that, there are also some small mistakes that I see very many people make when they are extracting their shot of espresso, and these ones can also lead to over extraction, but they are not very major as the first three I have talked about. One of these small mistakes is not evenly distributing their coffee. Distribution helps us to distribute the coffee evenly in our pot filter, which will help the water to evenly go through our coffee, resulting into a good extraction of our shot of espresso. If you don't distribute your coffee, the hot water will find the weakest part of your coffee bed and it's where it will pass. We call that channeling. Channeling is when water finds the weakest part of your coffee and it only passes there. As it passes through that part, it ends up extracting more of the bitterness flavors in your shot of espresso. For you to fix that, you need to distribute using a distribution tool like this one, or some home baristas prefer using WDT. Whatever you're using, you need to ensure that your coffee is well distributed inside the pot filter. Now the next is tamping evenly. You need to make sure that you're tamping very well, not with too much force, because if you over tamp your coffee, you will create more resistance and that will cause over extraction of your shot of espresso. You need to evenly tamp your coffee to make sure that it's creating that compact bed for a good extraction. If you're a beginner and you're struggling to tamp well your coffee, I would recommend for you to buy a good quality coffee tamper with a spring like this one, where you can program it and have that consistent tamping each and every time. I have some of these options of the coffee equipments that I'm using in this video. I've linked them in the description below with Amazon affiliate links. Whenever you buy any of the coffee tools, I get a small commission, which is another way of supporting this channel. With my 9-year experience as a barista, if you're having your shot of espresso in this range around 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 or 28, that shot of espresso is going to taste well balanced and flavorful. But fixing these mistakes won't change anything without having the key elements of making coffee in place. I would recommend for you to watch this video next, which will help you master the key elements that help you to make a good shot of espresso.